welcome to my channel. Well, this knife Toby sent me recently, but these two knives he sent a while back, and they'd been hidden up here on the table, and I recently discovered them, so we'll go over those two. But this is an Imperial. It's an Imp 24. Imp 24. I've already taken this one out and looked at it, but it's one of those stockman. It's a little stockman, and I think they call this cracked ice or something like that pattern on it. It is 3 5/8 closed. Not bad fit and finish here. There's no real, like, these are inexpensive knives, so you can't look at them and start applying GEC quality standards to them. But it does have one issue, and I would not return a knife for this, even if I got it. But yeah, it's got a cracked cover here. Usually, on stuff like this, if you're gonna display it, you're gonna sit it on this side, and if you're gonna use it, oh look, there's another one. It's a Cracky. Maybe Cracky got reincarnated and came back, because Cracky was like this. I mean, this is Imperial and inexpensive. I don't know exactly how much they cost, but I know they're less than Cracky was Queen City, and I think it was like $16 or $17. But Cracky had at least 3 cracked pins. So, all right. So that's another reason why I wouldn't return it, because I remember when I first got Cracky, I looked at it and I was really disappointed. I was like, oh man, here's a cracked pin. Here's another one. Here's another one. And I was like, oh man, there's cracks all over the place. And then I started thinking about it, and I thought, it's still a good knife, the Cracky. It's still a good knife. And rather than return it or, complain about it, I'm just going to keep it and I'm going to use it. And right after that, it disappeared. And Cracky has never been found again. So I hurt his feelings, I think, I hurt his feelings, and he didn't stick around to find out that my feelings changed. But anyway, let's get out of that. Match strike nail nick here. Imperial charade on that. There's a click to it. Can you see that? There's something click, and then there's no half stop here. I was just trying to judge the pull tension on here. I'd say about a 4. Locks in place. Nice transition there. Some companies mess that up. It's one of these sway back ones. We got a little gappage here too on that, but don't want to be too critical. Imp 24. So I've gotten some new paper out so that we can retire this. This is just blank computer paper or printer paper. A little toothy. I mean, it'll cut, but it's a little toothy. All right, what kind of a blade length we got here? About 2-inch blade, and if you go all the way to the bolster here, 2 3/4 or 6 centimoids. That's the main blade right there. Nice little clip blade here. All right, so we got that one. All right, we switch over to this other side. Looks like access is available to both nail nicks, although this one, let's get this middle guy. Let's see if you wanted him. Oh yeah, a little pin blade here. Nice little pin blade. Probably about 1.5 inches. Maybe 2 inches. No. Yeah, 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, cutting edge. 1 3/8 inches. Little nail neck. Let's see how sharp that guy is. Oh, it stabs pretty good. It cuts okay. I mean, with any knife, even like with case knife, when I get them, you know, I'm going to sharpen them up if they don't cut to my standards. All right, this guy looks like another little clip blade here instead of your standard configuration. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's an unusual pattern here. Instead of you know, a spay blade, you've got another little. Let's see how small he is. I think it's on like 1 inch, maybe 1 inch. 1 3/8 inches. Maybe 1.5 inches if you wanted to count it all the way down there. Yeah, about 1.5 inches, cutting edge, approximately. There's a little choilage, or, you know, sharpening choil back there, but. And 1 3/4 inches for all the way down to the tang, or bolster. Yeah, nice little knife. We'll weigh it later. Alright, took a long time on that one. Now this one here is like a gardening knife from what I can tell. Let's see what it's got. It's called a Duyo Yang Yado. Okay. I guess. And then you can read it this way too, if you read Chinese or Japanese or whatever it is. JinLilyuanLin.com. That's where you can find it. Wow, look how many characters you got to use to say JinLily.com. Look at that. I wonder what their symbol is for that. On some languages, if it doesn't have a translation for what it's trying to translate into, it just throws it in there. So weird that they've got a Chinese character for that. That doesn't even look like it. You can't figure it out. Oh, well. You're getting distracted again. Now this part right here, I think, is just for like, you know, starting stuff in the soil. You don't really need a knife. And also for grafting and budding and stuff. See how it's wedged and everything? I think they stick this in there to, you know, spread apart the thing, and then you stick the other limb that you want to put in there. Now the other guys look like they're folding. Oh, we got some added gunk. Gunk free of charge. Ooh, weird. Look at that little... Let's look at these blades. All right. This guy's like a clip blade with an attitude. Little guy with an attitude here. He's got a little bit of a recurve too. Look at that. That's a weird one. Let's get over here and see about how long it is. Yeah, let's just start some crap. It's like a little Chihuahua blade. You know how the Chihuahuas on dogs are usually the ones that bark all the time, and they're all super aggressive, and they're tiny. And you're like, come on, man. They piss all over themselves when they get excited. I mean, they're really, you could take them out with one boot. But they think they're the biggest dog on the planet. All right. 2 1/4 overall, but you got like 1 7/8 inches. Yeah, it's got nice, instead of a nail neck, this is pretty cool. You got an opening like that too. You're not gonna Spidey flick this guy. It's pretty gritty. Again, like about a 3 or 4. It's kind of got a half stop there. Locks in place halfway decently. You can see these are inexpensive knives. All right, we'll see what this guy is. He looks like a sheep's foot. Yeah, oh yeah, nice big sheep's foot. Or actually, no, this more looks like a ram. See how this is opening up like that? It's a ram's foot. So we got 2 1/4 inch cutting edge on this guy. Yeah, see it widens out here, gets bigger and bigger. You got about 2 centimeters on the end, on the head, but then it goes down to about 12 millimeters at the tang. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Will it cut? We gotta check and see if the dog's got any bite here. See if Chihuahua's got any bite. All right, yeah, he can bite a little bit. Not bad. Not. I mean, it ain't super sharp, but that's not bad for out of the box. All right, let's check the sheep's foot. Should we cut off the foot of a? No, we can't do that. We can't do that. It's cruelty to dinosaurs. Even though they're extinct, ooh, that would be an extra penalty. Besides endangered species, what would your penalty be for harming an extinct species? Yeah, they throw the book away at you. All right, we're just gonna have to use paper. Sorry. All right. Oh, not bad. Look at that. That's not bad. That sucker's pretty sharp. So yeah, that's not a bad little tool. All right. All right, we got one more here. This one is called what is this? Fashion. It's upside down. I don't know if you can read that. F-A-S-H. It's a fashion knife. All right. I don't know what kind of fashion we're going to have here. Really tiny nail nick. Nice little blade. Little Cook. It's a Little Cook. One since, oh, these are brackets. Since 1995. Way back then. This is plastic. And so your pull is constant all the way through. There's no soft spot. To get it out, because you have to concentrate so much pressure on that, and you really can't grab because there's another blade back here. It feels almost nail breaker, but it's really only got a pull of about a 5, maybe. It doesn't snap in place, it just comes up here. There's a little, it's not really a finger choil, it's not really a sharpening choil. I don't know what kind of thing that is, but that, I guess you hold your finger up here, because this is not sharp on this edge right here. Yeah, and that's kind of a modified Warncliffe looking thing. Pretty sharp. This one's pretty sharp. He's got a little hollow grind on. Let's see. Get his measurements out here. Three-inch cutting edge. It's over 3 inches, 3¼ inches open if you measure all the way down here. But your cutting edge is right at 3 inches. I mean, if I were in the UK, this would be pushing it. You know? And you wouldn't want to go to jail for something as inexpensive as this. All right, now, I don't know how much it costs, but it doesn't feel like it costs a lot. Now, here's another little nail nick, and here's another little tool. Now, the thing about this one is, you know, it's like a cheese grater or a peeler or a zester or whatever, you know, you want to do, and a little bottle opener. But you can't get this blade open you can't close this blade back up like this with this blade in here. And the reason being, it starts hitting this immediately. You know, you try to guide it through, boom, then this thing is sticking up. So what you've got to do is you've got to open this up like this. And getting past it. Oh, it's kind of dangerous, right? Getting past it and close it. And then this guy will close real easy. But if you try to do it the other way, like if you just wanted to use the peeler and zester, but you didn't want the knife, see, there went a nail. And the tension is pushing this way on this. Still, as long as you know the limitations of your tools, you'll need a beer after this. Yeah, because otherwise you're going to bend the crap out of this. This is a really thin, delicate, piece of steel here. And you don't want to get any nicks and dings in it. And if you try, you get drunk, you're out there partying, cutting up sushi or whatever you're doing, sushi and carrots. And, yeah, you do this, and you just try to force it. You're probably going to dull that edge first, but it won't want to go. So, your only option is to open up the other blade and come back and do it like that and do it like this. Yeah. So there you go. It's got a little keychain so you don't lose it. Very light. We'll weigh this one, but it has a hollow feel to it. This guy's a little bit more substantial because he's got some liners. And I'd say this one weighs the most because he's got 3 blades. So, let us check and see the veracity of your information right here. And so I don't know if you know, as far as like sleeping, there's a thing called circadian rhythm. You're supposedly, like got one. My circadian rhythm has no rhythm. Because, I'll sleep, but just at different times. 2.5 ounces for this one. I'd say this guy's about 3.4. Oh, man, that was so way off, 2.27. Ooh, is he more than this? Yeah, he is, just a little bit, but not by much. This guy, I would say, is like 2 ounces. Nope, 1.7. That's the lightest. All right, let's go to grammages. Is that grammages? No. Is that it? No. Is this it? Yes, I think this is grams. I think so. No, that's CL. That's CT. That's count. Idiot. Get over there. Grains. Grams. Don't give them measurements they can't understand. 64.55. Yes, this is 78.99 millibars. 72.41. And this guy, I would say, I don't even know grams, but I'd say 40? Ooh, 50. I wanted to say 50, but I said 40. All right, so there you go. There's your weights. There's your measurements. There's your different little ones. So thank you, Toby and family, again for some interesting ones. Ooh, how'd he get in there? Look, he just jumped in. Trying to grab the limelight. I don't even remember how picking him up, probably with this. I don't know. It's unusual. So there you go. There's 3 interesting knives. And now I just got to, I don't know how you would carry this one. It's a blunt instrument. I got to check something real quick. I got to see how good just a blunt one would do against 2 layers, standard dual layer hobo armor. Oh yeah, it'll go into one, make a dent into the other one. Okay, just checking. I had to check that just to make sure. Thank you for watching, and see Terry, his name is Terry, and Boris are buddies now, like drinking buddies. I think Boris likes him because he's big and he can hold a lot of liquor. Now, we don't want to get into how Terry goes to the bathroom, all right? Because that's this inflator hole, so we really don't know and don't want to know how he processes his biological material. Something we wouldn't want to ask a tiger. All right, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.